Gold has been viewed as a safe haven amongst investors for many years. When should you buy gold? When is going to be the best time? Should it be dollar cost averaging? Should it be in times of economic uncertainty? We're going to go into that topic in today's video. So in terms of buying gold, everyone will have their different reasons as to why they buy it. Typically, it is seen as a bit of a safe haven when it comes to economic uncertainty and recessions. We have seen that gold has done well in the last 10 years, going nearly 140% above its price just 10 years ago in 2014. And over the last 40 years, we've seen a pretty stable increase of around about 8% when it comes to gold. And that's not a bad figure, not for just a metal that requires no maintenance. You can literally store it away and keep it for retirement if you want, or sell it in years to come, whatever you want to do with it. Gold's always going to be there. It's always going to stay here for thousands of years, and it has many uses. But when should be the best time to buy gold? In terms of my experience as to why I buy gold for various reasons. I do it as a savings account. I do it because it's fun. I do it because I have a channel. I've got McDonald Bullion and I cover precious metals, so I have to buy gold and silver bullion. And it's something that I really enjoy. I like getting various pieces. I like showcasing it to people. And if you show someone a piece of gold, there's a bit of a starstruck moment that they can find, especially if you show them a big bar. I know that when I went to the Royal Mint experience and I went there with other people as well. It was the VIP experience, and showing people £120,000 worth of gold that they have in their hand. It's quite a surreal moment. Gold is very valuable. It's something that you see in all the movies, and it's absolutely fantastic. I love it. It's brilliant. But in terms of investors, if you're planning on making money from gold, then perhaps you're looking as a diversification with other things. So other people will have stocks and shares and bonds and all sorts of different things that they're investing their money into. People will recommend having between 2 and 10% of your portfolio in gold. And in times of economic uncertainty, such as COVID, the financial crisis of 2008, is that going to be the best time to buy gold? Well, I suppose if you want to maximize the return on investment, the longer period you have it, you're going to want to buy at the lowest price. So in terms of that aspect, really, it's quite good. But if you're looking at something that you're going to spread out through a wide range of many years as a bit of a savings, as a bit of a retirement fund, or whatever it may be, if you're dollar cost averaging, then it may not really matter so much as buying that timing in the market. And there's lots of different quotes that you can find on the internet when it comes to time in the market, but it never really works because you don't really know what's going to happen. If we could tell for definite in the future, in 10 years time, that gold is going to double again, it's going to go 140%, and there'll be a lot more people buying into gold, but really we just do not know. But what we can do is we can go off the data the last 10 years and even years before that, the last 40 years, you've seen that gold has increased around about on average 8% a year, which is a good return. When you consider a metal that literally just sits there, it requires no maintenance. The storage is very minimal compared to silver. Just if you think 75 ounces, I think of silver equates to 1 ounce of gold. Storing gold can be a hell of a lot easier. In terms of when's going to be the best time to buy gold, it's really going to be on the individual circumstances. I think you have to ask the question to yourself as what is your goal? Because a lot of the times you're going to have to research into why you're actually getting into gold in the first place. If it's for a retirement fund, let's say, and you calculate how many ounces that you will need to retire or keep for retirement, or just a bit of a savings, then you're going to have to maybe consider what types of gold you buy. Of course, you've got the sovereigns, you've got the Britannias, you've got other gold coins that you can consider, but you need to have a little look at capital gains tax as well, because if that is something that you're going to liquidate in large amounts in the future, then you're not going to want to buy gold bars, for example, because if you liquidate a 1 ounce gold bar, then if you make a bit of a profit, then who's to say that you won't go over the capital gains threshold, which is £3,000 currently in the UK. And I really wouldn't be surprised if they decrease that further, but we don't know. We have no idea. I think it's better to be safe than sorry and just go for sovereigns and Britannias if you are thinking about being as safe as you can. And also they're the better gold to buy, in my personal opinion anyway, because the premium on those are literally less than 3%. I think 1 ounce gold Britannias you can pick up for just about 1% over spot, and sovereigns is around about 2 to 3%. So it's very, very low premium. These gold bars that I have in front of you, this is a bit more of a bit of a challenge that I'm doing, filling up 10 grams of gold in a box. And also I like having a collection of different gold bars to showcase on the channel and also to keep. It's more of a collection that I have that I want to do, more so than focusing on getting gold at the lowest premium that I possibly can. But in terms of gold, it is a long-term strategy. We have seen really good price increases over the last even 3 years. 35% is really good on return on investment. So going back on to when should you buy gold? Well, I think you need to change the question. It's to say and ask yourself, why is it you're getting into gold in the first place? What's the end game? What's the end goal? Once you've answered that question as to why you're in gold in the first place, then you can really look and diversify when it comes to buying gold and when should you time gold. I always recommend having a little bit of extra cash for those emergencies, because the last thing you want to do is, if you get into precious metals and you've got to liquidate quite quickly, it's not the best thing to do. And sometimes having a little bit of cash can be a little bit better. But the great thing about gold is it's very liquid, because there's always really going to be a buyer. But this is why I feel that sovereigns are a little bit better than the bigger 1 ounce Britannias, because I think you have to have someone that's going to buy it at the end, and putting £2,000 into a gold coin can be quite a lot of money for a lot of people. So that's why I think sovereigns are a bit of the sweet spot between premiums. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.